we'll close out with a successful title defense in 450 motocross from Monster Energy Kawasaki's Eli Tomac. Eli, congratulations. Take us through the last moto.
It's just, you know, it made me think back to last year, and you know, we missed the clinch by 1 point in the first moto again. It's like, you know, are you serious? You know, and you know, yeah, you've got a really big cushion going into that second one, but you know, anything can happen. And then the rain showed up too, so it gets your head spinning for sure. You know, I knew we could do it. You know, it wouldn't be crazy, but you know, everything still had to fall in the right place. You know, you had to get through the first turn and ride, not get stuck in the mud somewhere, and you know, it just put us to the test. You know, even though we were dominant this year, you know, won twice as many races, it was pretty stressful.
Yeah. What was the approach of the whole team going into this weekend? You had a 20-point cushion, but you know, as you've learned before, you can't count until it's over.
Yeah. I mean, my goal was to attack the first one and do everything I could to clinch, and you know, and I missed it. So that was my mindset coming in. You know, and it worked out. I rode really good in that first moto, even with the little tip over. But you know, the second one, yeah, I kind of had to mail it in. But this is how it goes.
Yeah. What about you know, the approach for the team? You know, how was, you know, your folks? Was it stressful at all? I mean, yeah. I know you've been here before.
I mean, and the team, you know, they once again had to do a motor swap between motos just to be safe. And it's unbelievable, you know, the teamwork that goes into it, and how those guys can work together and, you know, get things going and back to, you know, 100% just like that. So, you know, we made huge improvements on the motorcycle this year, and, you know, other than our one little thing in the middle of the season, it was a pretty awesome year.
Yeah. What about the track today? Take us through how it was changing according to the weather. Sometimes it was tacky, sometimes it was slick, sometimes it was just mud.
Yeah, it was a typical mud race, you know, with it being a little bit, you know, just more slick early, and then it got heavier later on. So, you know, they cleaned it up, you know, in the second moto a little bit, got some mud pushed off, but it was just that sticky mud. So, pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Looking forward, you've got a big race coming up in 5 weeks. What are you going to do with your downtime, or is there no downtime?
I mean, there's a little bit of downtime, but you know, we've got the new bike to work on, so that's, you know, I'm really looking forward to that. It's an exciting bike. It's going to be good for us. So, you know, we're going to get that ready for Motocross of Nations, and I think it won't be an issue at all to get comfy on that thing and be right back up to speed with it.
Yeah. I know you've been doing this for a long time, but your parents did this for a long time too, only with bicycles. What's that journey been like? I mean, you were winning titles as a kid, but now you're literally on top of the motocross world.
It's all, you know, it's just it's crazy, you know, when you, like during that moto, I was just thinking back to, you know, the season and all the work you put in the middle of the season, and what it takes to prepare for it. You know, everyone is doing that, but you know, you think back to yourself there and all the time put in and the sacrifice, and you know, that sacrifice is all the way from the amateur days. So it's crazy how things have to fall into place to get here.
Yeah. Steve?
Coming into this weekend, you know, you had a pretty solid points lead, but watching the weather reports and then waking up this morning and not great weather, did that factor into your thinking at all?
It did. I'll be straight up with it, and it's like, you know, I thought to myself, you know, we're getting put to the test again, you know, to the max. So, you know, we were a lot better in the mud this year, I would say, than even last year. So that gave me the confidence the way we rode Unadilla. You know, that I was pretty confident that, you know, we wouldn't have issues today, but you just never knew.
I know the fans are looking very much forward to you and Hurlings going at it at the Redbud. What's your take on that? Do you look forward to that?
Absolutely. You know, anytime we get to race those guys, and you know, hopefully, you know, we do get to go to battle, and it's cool that it's coming back to the home field this year, and we're gonna give it all our all. We do every year, but Redbud's just gonna be extra special.
Talk about lining up beside Marv in the second moto. It looked like he pinched you off a little bit there, or I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean you can't blame him. We actually had a pretty good jump off the gate, but he had a better jump and then just came over, and then that buried me back a ways. So yeah, that was that.
Yeah, I mean, was there a concern? Obviously, you still had, you had to win. You had to get 21st, I think, or worse.
Yep.
But coming through the field in those conditions, I mean, was there concern? You're like, God, not again? Or like, what was your thought process?
It was, but I was pretty comfortable. My main concern was just getting the motorcycle to the checkered flag, because of these conditions, and I was riding it pretty easy. That really the whole race, not trying to over rev the thing or just do anything to really to burn it up. So I just stayed in tow with Reed basically that whole moto.
And I would say different seasons from the last one, but it still comes down to the final moto. Like, how does this one feel more special? Does it feel the same? How does it feel?
This year, it feels like a lot more of a success. Last year, the end of the season was definitely was shaky. This year I felt like we were the guy, and we really took that number one plate in hand. So, this is the way everything worked out. We were healthy. The bike was better. Yeah, we had 8 wins. It was pretty awesome.
And what I think you the first one since Carmichael to go back to back. What's that mean and feel like? And
I mean, anytime you can be in the same sentence as that guy, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's another thing. What has it been, 12 years or something? So, yeah, that's cool.
And your off season, is it just Destinations Monster Cup, or do you have anything else planned?
As of now, just those 2. Yep.
Are you going to treat yourself to anything? Buy a pickup truck or a shotgun or something? Fly fishing while?
I haven't thought about it a whole lot yet, but yeah, I don't know. We'll get something.
Well, Eli, you got the motorcycle to the finish line, or the checkers in the second moto, but man, you sure abused the heck out of it on the podium.
Oh yeah, I tried to burn it down. It held up though, so yeah, I apologize for Davey to burn up his podium.
Okay. Do we send that bill to Kawasaki or your parents?
We'll send it to Cali.
All right, any more questions for our successful title defender, Eli Tomac? All right, Eli, congratulations. Good luck at the Motocross of Nations. We're all looking forward to it.
All right, thanks guys.